Hello everybody, I'd like to introduce you Mr. MAURO MAZZOTTI. He's the very famous Italian and so successful coach from so many teams in Italy. He's the former national team manager of the Spanish national team and now still great general manager of TNA San Marino. Which they play in the Italian baseball league, and now we're in Regensburg, and San Marino played already 2 games, and you had 1 win and 1 loss. So how do you feel after those 2 days?
Well, it's an important event for us because San Marino it's here every year in this European competition. And today it's a very important day because we have a in or out game against our Italian rival next door, Rimini. So who win will play the semi-final. Who lose, of course, doesn't have any chance to make the final to win the gold medal.
Okay, but you were very positive to looking forward for the
you have to be.
Next
you
games.
have to be. You have to be. We arrive at this game, both teams with the pitchers that we wanna face each other. So it will be a good challenge.
Okay, perfect. And as maybe all fans of Italian baseball, especially in the States, they already realized that you did recruit a new manager for your team, and this is also very important and famous, and also a successful manager in Italian baseball. So tell us how you recruit Marco Nanni.
Well, I know Marco since a long time because he used to be my catcher when I started managing Rimini back in '96. So
okay.
A long time ago.
Long time, so you know him a long time.
He was my catcher. Then when I managed Bologna, he was at the beginning my catcher, and then my coach. And then when I left Bologna to go to Grosseto, he took over as a manager. And so our ties are are back in the years, and also our friendship. Oh. So it was easy, for us when he was let go by Bologna. And we were looking for a manager to just hook him up and coming over to San Marino working for us.
I guess we just can say it's something like a dream team, because after when he did quit after his successful time with Bologna, I was thinking, oh, where is he going? What is his next task? And when I did hear that you did. Recruit him, I was so happy because I thought maybe this would be a great thing, because 3 or 4 years ago when I met you at the game down at San Marino, maybe you remember, you were talking to Marco, and I thought, oh, they have a good relationship. So, but I never thought after 3-4 years you're the dream team now in Italian baseball.
Well, I've been with so many teams in Italy that I probably have relation with everybody.
Yeah. I mean, this is one of your best and also greatest gift, which you hardly worked for. That you have so many contacts, not only in Italy, you have it worldwide. So that's why. You know the players from everywhere. You did qualify for the World Baseball Classic, as everybody knows, with Team Spain. I know how you're posting on Facebook, your articles you're recommending. It's also always very interesting because you provide the people with so many inside information. So are you 24/7 on the internet to communicate with your friends worldwide, or how you do that?
Well, if you think this year, 2017, is my 30th year that I either manage or GM, as I'm doing right now, in the top Italian league. And so in 30 years, the world changed a lot. If I remember back then, the hard time and the night awake to call in the States to find players or to get updated on working out or practicing style, and how easy it's right now. You can contact everybody in just like this: Facebook, Twitter, whatever, email. Everything is over there on your desk every morning, and every day I wake up, I just spend a couple hours checking all the highlights of the MLB, all the box score of the independent leagues, all the box score of the Mexican League, all the box score of the Taiwan League, and just marking down what we're looking for, or just notifying, oh, okay, he's here. I lost track with this guy. Oh, he's playing here, he's playing there, he's doing good. And when European stuff is going on, I've been blessed because I can do so far baseball as a living in Europe, and it's unusual, and that's because I worked for MLB organization, and right now it's my 5th year with Baltimore Orioles as a consultant of European scouting, and in the past I was the European scout for the Seattle Mariners for 12 years and 4 years for the Houston Astros. I signed several guys, and of course probably people remember me for Alex Liddy, that is the only Italian born and raised that ever get to the big leagues. And I'm not jealous if somebody else will sign somebody to go to big leagues.
But you made history.
Even if it's not me, but because all of us in Italian baseball root that Italian baseball really will grow up. And so we know with all these work in years, I'm getting old also, because I will be 58 this year. So you put together contact, friendship, and that they always will be useful, for your daily job.
Wow, this is a good topic because you just mentioned the successful signing of Alex Liddy, and you made history, Italian American history, because you signed the first real Italian school player who made it into the majors, and this is, I guess, this is also a gift for Italian baseball, and you really were involved in this too. So that brings me to another point. It's always exciting that the Italian national team has so many players recruited by you and playing in your team now with TNA San Marino. And even this year, the World Baseball Classic, there were many players from your organization playing, and it was exciting. So tell me about this special task, how you recruit also those players, and how you prepare them during the IBL, during the Italian Baseball League Championship, for the Italian national team. It seems that you were very successful too.
For the Baseball Classic, it's a little bit tougher because usually Baseball Classic is in March, and we're not that warm country. So you want to get players, to report when they break camp, usually in February, just ready to go. And it's tough, because you have to work inside. It's not the same that having live BP on the field, and you have to battle, weather and snow sometimes. And but I think we were this year very well represented for the San Marino players. And even in the past, I think we did a good job. I've been in the Classic with Tim Early as a coach, the very first European Classic in 2006, and we were in Orlando. And then I was lucky, to win the qualifier against Israel when I was managing Spain national team Spain, and we were in Puerto Rico in 2013, and that's it. Hopefully, maybe I'll do another World Baseball Classic in the future. Whatever. Maybe with a different jersey again. Okay. After Italy and Spain, maybe. Okay. Maybe a new one.
Okay. Yeah, that was always a special rivalry between Spain and Italy. Yeah, I know. But that was just great having an Italian as a national team manager, Spain. I really liked that because I remember those clashes between the Italians and the Spanish. It was great having an Italian on the bench, the Spanish team, but the other one was represented by an Italian, and it was a special situation. So yeah, just for that. But I'd like to come back to your special relation with your players and the national team. This year it was funny to see that one of your players made it to a very historic game against the Chicago Cubs, you know, and one of the first games they played this year in early spring after last year World Series winner was against you, and it was funny to see, and I was happy for him, for Nick Morreale. Having a chance to being behind the plate and facing incredible players at bat, and I really thought of you too, because I told my wife, hey, look at this, it's incredible. Mauro did such a great job, and now Nick is really gifted to once in his lifetime to do a job like this, and it was just.
Well, Nick is a very nice guy. You know, he came over nearly 4 years ago on the connection because his brother Bart played for me when I was managing Bologna, and so he's a younger brother. You know, we told us I have a younger brother who's playing college ball. And then, when we had the chance, I was with San Marino 4 years ago, we signed it, he came over, and, it's best that he can play a little bit of everywhere. He's a former catcher that start by coincidence to pitch, and then playing first, then playing the outfield, and then help out in whenever you need to fill a hole, Nick is there. And plus, he's a very nice guy.
Yeah,
everybody
absolutely.
loves him, and it's very nice to have him around.
Yeah.
And he's from Chicago, so when when they had all this problem with the national team with the catchers, a guy couldn't go, a guy got hurt, all this kind of that. They arrived to Nick, and Nick said, "Well, I go. I don't know if I make the team." And then he texted me, "I made it." I made it, and we play against the Cubs. Maybe they play against my favorite team, that was good. That was good for him.
Did you see the game live when he was behind the plate?
I saw the highlights a little bit, and I saw him. He was over
okay,
there.
Great. But you have other players too, which played for Team Italy. So tell me about those players too.
Well, we had Junior Roberto, is a lefty pitcher that is a veteran of the Italian Baseball League that can help out, especially against lefties, or he can even long relief. We had Mario Chiarini, that is the team captain. Then he moved 2 years ago from Rimini, from his long-time team Rimini, because he's from there. He moved to San Marino, and we had Poma, that is a young guy, is a rising star. He came over from last year, winning the batting title in Italy. And when you're Italian and you win the batting title, we do so many foreigners in the league. It's always something special that doesn't happen very often. So especially with a young guy, and we were very happy. We were very happy for them. Then hopefully we will have somebody. We will develop somebody else for the future.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure about that. With your history and with your experience, I don't doubt that. So we are, curious what you will bring us in the near future. So that's the other topic I like to know quite a bit more, and it's your future. Do you have any plans? Do you have any dreams? I mean, you made so many important things possible in Italian baseball, and you did win so many championships, and you're so passionate about baseball. So, what could be another challenge for you? Maybe I mean, of course, you're general manager right now. I mean, this is a dream job, I guess, as long as you're successful, of course. But is there something that
Well,
is...
you know, you always hope that, you know, after years past, you hope to just use your experience, you know, and put it on service of the country or of the people that have faith on you. And there were rumors that I was involved, you know, with the new president of the Italian Federation to work with them, but you know, after some meetings, we thought that, you know, that was not the case. So my future is my present, and is working with San Marino, where I'm very lucky to work with people like Mr. Antolini that just give me the chance every day to be a professional in this sport in Italy. Maybe a different challenge, maybe another national team somewhere. I like adventures, so I like, you know, Spain has been 6 years of very nice adventure, you know, getting a team when we were facing everybody and they were calling us, oh, we play Venezuela B, or we play Cuba B, because we had very few guys native. And then, you know, they're just teasing us. Then we start competing. Then we start winning. Then we won two bronze medal. We won the classic. And then after I left, they even played the finals, you know, against the Dutch team last year. So now they respect and they count on you. Before it was Italy, Holland, and then they say, well, Italy, Spain, Italy, Spain. So that's that. I think it's an heritage that I left for the work as everywhere you go, and you don't stay 6 months, but you stay a long time. My personal opinion, you have to worry where you live. What do you live? If you live ruins, you didn't do a good job. Yeah. But if you live something that somebody else can take over and take advantage, that's I'm really proud of that.
Yeah, absolutely. So, you know, when it comes to the future, I really like to scratch on something that's still something to achieve for European and especially also for Italian baseball. I mean, we are talking about, that's great players, Italian school, or even other European players who can make it with the European heritage into the majors. But we didn't have a MLB manager. I mean, a European-born, Italian-born manager. We have so many, even today, involved Italian-American managers over there, of course, like Girardi, Scioscia, Francona, and so many others. So isn't it time for a person like you to make it into the majors? I mean, you're scouting for so many years, you know, international baseball, like...
It's tough.
You know what I mean? So
yeah, well, you know, first I think we have to wait that some basketball coach will get to the NBA. Now we have Ettore Messina, that is assistant coach with the Spurs, and hopefully he will be the first to be NBA. I think baseball, you know, you have to go through all the minors and climb the ladder, and I think baseball has to be more worldwide in order to have somebody that will take a so important job, and MLB is in charge of that, and I think they're doing a good job, even though there's still a lot of work to do.
Mauro, honestly, I know you're downsizing yourself right now because you said an absolute fact about you have to make it first to the minors, you have to go to the school, to the US school, everything like this. But honestly, I was talking to a guy last year who is very involved into the MLB, and he told me, you were a perfect manager even today in the MLB. You would just you should take just a few months to adjust to the rhythm and to the to the habits, something like that. But you would make it. So I can't tell you who it was, but that's why I ask you. And even
you talk with a friend of mine, probably.
I didn't. Okay.
Tell me his name, I tip him.
No, but it's the truth, and I think that was something that I really like to ask you. So yeah, I guess that's it. And do you have a special wish which you like to, or a hint recommendation for people, for the youngsters here in Europe, how they could maybe succeed in the near future, something special? Because
well, I think it's important, and we're doing steps, but it's a long process, I guess. I'd like to have a very nice European championship for clubs, or either for national teams, with a lot of people in the stands. Baseball, you realize that you're doing something great when you see people. When you play in front of your wives or relatives, it's nice. It's always competing. Then it's baseball. Sport is sport. When you put like 1,000 in the stands, I mean here, not involved with MLB or World Baseball Classic, that it's easy, of course. But our baseball, the baseball that we spent so many years to try to develop, and that will be very good reward for all of us.
So, like it was in the mid-70s, early 80s, where the Italian stadiums were crowded, and it was just like, wow, this is baseball in Europe. It's incredible that something like this could happen. But now we are again fighting for those times again. So, but not only Italy, it's whole Europe.
This come back with our conversation that 30 years ago was different world.
Yeah.
Different world. So people need to understand that different world, different generation, and you need to offer different things.
Yeah. That's a good.
10 years ago, I was sending you a fax. Now they don't sell it anymore, fax machine.
Yeah.
And not 50 years ago, 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So people that is in charge need to understand that if you want to attract people, you need to have a different form of approach that we were using a long time ago.
Yeah.
No, long time ago like this.
Yeah.
You're talking about the mid-80s.
Yeah.
So that's why you need younger guys with younger minds, because we're a little bit downhill, checking our career and what we did. But we need somebody younger, with younger mind, with younger ideas to take over.
Who can jump on board and do the task, adjust to the new challenges with the new time and media possibilities and everything like this. Yeah, that was a good conclusion. And Mauro, I thank you for the interview.
Appreciate it.
And in bocca al lupo.
Crepi il lupo. Thank you.